Good day, YouTube. It is the 30th of March, 2023. Welcome back to the channel. We are breaking the rules just a little bit. I only work on the mechanical things that I own, but we're going to make an exception today. This is like a 2021 Husqvarna ride mower. It's a 21.5 horse Kawasaki Hydro. Nice machine. I like this a lot. It's very smooth, very quiet. Belongs to a church over on the Oregon coast. My parents are members of, and they had this thing. They bought it as the place they bought it from rents mowers, and they run them for a year and then they sell them. So they bought this as a 1-year-old rental. And when they got it, they got a discount because somebody beat the bumper in really bad. So we are going to fix that today. But they had this serviced last spring, a year ago. And they delivered it back to the church, dropped off, and they started mowing with it and hit a tree root that was popped out of the ground, that was buried in the tall grass. So it has bent a spindle mount on the deck. So they took it back to the place that they bought it from and the place that was servicing it last May, 11 months ago. And there it has sat, waiting to be repaired, never to get repaired. So I said, I'll fix it for you guys. So anyway, we went over and got it yesterday. I brought it back here to the valley, and we are going to work on it today. So we're going to start off working on that bumper and pull that off, and we'll get it over on the press, straighten that bracket out. It's starting to rust a little bit. Maybe we'll throw some paint on it. It's going back to the coast, and do that. I just mounted up the tires on this snapper. This is the one I'm actually building for my dad. I painted some stuff over here to put the lug nuts, bolts back on and such. So I'm going to let those dry a little bit. We'll put that back together so we can get this up on the lift to get the deck out from under it. In the meantime, we'll work on this bumper. We'll do it first and see what we got. So Autumn's here today. Autumn Bear. Hi, sweetie. Can you say hi? Autumn. Can you show everybody you can sit? Okay, sit. Autumn. No, that's nobody outside. Autumn, sit. You gotta sit. Sweetie, sit for that. Okay, there's noises outside. She's too curious. She'll go check that out. Anyway, okay, so it's just a couple bolts on both sides. Gets that bumper off of there. It is really smacked. So hopefully this side of the bracket will line up once we straighten up this side of the bracket. All right, we won't know until we try it, right? All right, let me get this thing jacked up in there. We can work on it a little easier, and we'll go from there. All right, let's see how easy these will come off. We got a 14mm socket. Come on. There we go. Two down. Excuse me. Come on, get out of there. It's always got to be one that gets stuck. And one's going to be a pain. What's the chance this will come off of here now? Come on. There's one bolt fell out. There's that. Probably going to be a real pain to put it back. Excuse me, Autumn Bear. There we go. Look how bent that is. Holy smokies. Alright, we're going to go see if we can fit this up on the press and put some straight back into this thing. Oh boy. Here we go. We got to do it now. Took it off. I think we're going to work this thing on the vise a little bit. I think it'd be easier. We may have to resort to hydraulic pressure, but we need to get the rough shape back. And I think we can just put it in here and straighten. A little bit anyway. Autumn, what do you think? Is this the right way to do this? Hmm? I didn't have so much stuff around here. This is too much angle here. And this is way too far. I wonder if I can pull that. Let's move it over to what was the bend. Oh boy. Yeah! Alright, let me get a big wrench. Here's a big wrench. Not a big one. This is a medium size. Yeah. Wow. That's way better. Okay. So this bend here is too much here. Got to straighten that up a little. If I can get it in the vise. Whoa. It is actually not too bad. It's not perfect. This got a little wow in it right there. That's going to require a BAS. Let me go find one. All right, hammer found. If I can, oh yeah, maybe. Better. Need an anvil, but that's not too bad compared to what I started with. And that's still a little much. Still a little much. Let me fine tune this thing because it's probably pretty boring at that point. So I just kind of fit this up and I think it's pretty good. It straightened out easier than I thought. You had Autumn have a look at it. Autumn, what'd you think? Is it good? Should we go with it? Okay, if you say so. We're putting it back on. Hey, we got it back on. It's square with a world and everything. Looks good. Those are interesting brackets to try to get them right. But hey, is it perfect? Probably not. But it is 99% better than what it was. All right, so let me get these tires on this rig so I can get it off the lift. We'll get this on the lift, and we'll get the deck out from under it, and we'll see just how bent that is. Now, a couple days ago, I went to the salvage yard and I got this yellow, it's like a post, like you'd see at a mill keeping people away from machinery or something. It's got a plate on the bottom. The goal is to use this as a lever and to take the spindle out of the deck, and may have to weld something more to the bottom of this, and to use a couple of holes or all the holes or something, bolt this to the deck and use this lever to straighten the deck. It's not bent very far because I can't even see it, but this is a manufactured deck, not a stamped steel deck. And evidently there's gussets and stuff in them. I haven't fiddled with one of these yet till today. Today's the day. So let me get this snapper out of here and Huskava on the lift. All right, we got this thing up on the lift and we are ready to pull this deck out of here. So I see we got a couple pins on the back side. This thing being relatively new, thing ought to just fall right off of there, right? I think the front end, yeah, it's just a bar that just clips in. So once we get the back loose, you better just slide the deck forward and pop that off of there. And then the belt, we'll just take it off the clutch in the front. I don't see anything keeping it on there. This should be an easy breezy, yeah, should be. Might have a clip right there though. All right, here we go. All right, didn't take much, got the deck out, and here it is. So I just slid it off the lift onto my workmate, and did a little investigating here. And sure enough, you can see where the blade has hit that brace, or still hits that brace. So this is tweaked in this direction. It's not much, it's just a little bit. So this blade on this side is actually below this deck piece, where on this side it's about the same distance but above that deck piece. So it ain't going to take much movement to straighten it. It's just will it straighten. I also rotated the blade 180 degrees to be sure it hits in the same position here. Now my board's in the way. Anyway, you have to trust me. You want to check to make sure the blade's not crooked by going 180 degrees and make sure it's still in this position right here. I made a 30 seconds off, I'm going to kill you, but it's straight. I did note a few things. So this went in for a spring service, and they dropped it off. They literally fired it up, went and mowed the lawn, and 10 minutes later hit the stump. So these were brand new blades. They got 10 minutes on them. But as a repair facility, wouldn't you get rid of like all this wrapped around string and so forth while you had it? I mean, that didn't happen in 10 minutes. And if you take your rig in to a reputable facility for spring service, wouldn't you expect the Zerk fittings to have at least a little bit of grease pumped in them? These Zerk fittings have never had grease put in them. And I looked at the axle. Look at those. I mean, they owned this thing for its first year, and then they serviced it for a customer. And the axles have never been greased. The spindles have never been greased. I mean, I'll grease it up for them, set it out of here, but really? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, got to take this little cover off. I got it broke loose, so I was taking the screws out to get the cover off. We got to pop that pulley so we can get to the bolts to get that pulley off of there and to get the spindle off of there. And then I have to figure out how to bolt that yellow piece of steel that I picked up at the scrapyard the other day. So we can basically just bolt it down. We'll set this deck on the ground if I can. This thing is heavy. Oh, this deck has a limited lifetime warranty on it. Probably doesn't cover if you hit something and bend it, as we did, but anyway. So we'll drop that belt out of there. You know, the bolts are right there. Let me get a socket that fits that and get that pulley out of here. Here we go. Might need a deep socket. Hang on. Whoa. I wonder if that's a right-hand thread. Let's try it. Man, that sucks. Alright. Let me see if I can get that broke loose. Alright, there goes nothing. Got the big dog. Haven't used this in a while. Like butter. Man, that thing is kind of pulled on there. What a pain this could be. What a pain this could be. That ain't just gonna come off of there, is it? Or will it? Ooh. Guess it will. It's a coming. Man, I really thought I was gonna fight this. There we go. Now then, looks like 1/2 inch. Oh yeah, you can see the belly in this thing. So it's definitely been tweaked. Well, it's metal, it'll go back. What size are the 1/2 inch? Here we go. Where's my little one? Little one, and I don't mean you, Autumn Bear. I mean, my little impact. Should be all it needs. Are there nuts on this? I don't know. Hey, that was a 1/2 inch a minute ago. Kind of looks like there's a nut on it. Nope, there wasn't. Good. Yeah, it's got a pretty good belly in it right there. Got a belly. Autumn doesn't really like this noisy tool. Now, what's going to keep that blade from falling? How are we going to get on that goofed up one? I don't know. Let me try like a different socket. All right, this could be risky. That's a 6.9/16, but it seems to be tight. Damn. How's this thing got a goofed up bolt on it already? It's like brand new. Yeah, let me fiddle. All right, we're at a 6.14 now. And I did have to drive it on. Let's hope for the better. Shoot. Doggone it. Hate to beat on a snap-on wrench, but gotta do. Alright. Oh, I thought it was going. Woo, winner and still champion, I guess. Man. What a pain. What a pain. Oh yeah. I guess this is what we got sometimes. I don't know why that screw head is so messed up. Factory. The people at the factory! They messed it up. They should have better tools than that. I'll fiddle with this. I'll get it out. Alright, we got the spindle out of there without catastrophe. So you can see the hump here. Probably you can see the hump there. Here. So we got to go down like that. So I put my post through and I've marked a couple holes that I want to drill in that base with the black Sharpie. We'll get those holes drilled. We'll get a couple bolts and washers and such in there, and then use that to leverage out this way and pull it that way. We'll double check the fit, make sure everything's cool, and then we'll put it all back together. All right, here we go. Well, there you go, guys. I got that thing bolted in place. Do you think it's crooked? Looks crooked, doesn't it? That piece of steel being yellow actually helps to visualize how crooked that is. So I'm going to try and pull on it and see what happens. I was hoping not to have to put that thing on the ground because that deck is heavy. So, yeah. Autumn, can you wait in that other room, please? Okay, let's go wait in another room, okay? Wait for Dad. I don't want this thing fall on your face. Alright, let me just pull lightly and see what happens here. Not much. Wow, that is way stronger than anticipated. I'm not pulling real hard, but I didn't know it was going to take a real... I may throw a ratchet strap on that thing. In fact, I'm going to throw a ratchet strap on that. Alright, ratchet strap in place. Tell me when it's straight. Oh, I see it moving. Oh, yeah. I'm sure we're going to have to go over center because we're going to have some spring back. That's about straight there, but I've got quite a bit of tension on it. So I'm going to pull it a little over center. Might need to bang this with a hammer too as we get close, just to let it know to straighten up a little. How's it look? We don't need to do this all in one shot, so let's back it up a minute and see what we got. Alright, she is slack. That is close. It's not quite there, but it is close. Okay. I'm going to take tension on it again. I kind of have a visual where I'm going to smack it with a hammer next time. In fact, I'm going to loosen this. I'm going to move this around the corner a little bit and pull a little bit more at an angle than I was. Oh, there it went. I could see it. I'm over center, aren't I? Yeah, I just saw it go. I got some pressure on it. I saw it go, so we don't want to go too crazy. It's just a little off. Just a little. I'm gonna do one more time and I'll hit it. I'm gonna hit it right there. Are you happy now? Happy now? Alright, let's see what happens. I don't like all that banging around. That's pretty squared out, huh? That's pretty good. Maybe not perfect. Alright, let me fiddle. Alright, I put a square up there, and we got a little more to go. I'm not quite there yet, but we're close. Go a little more. We're close. Alright. We should stay right about there. Good. I'm gonna raise this deck up and hit it over here on this corner. I think it's screaming for that, so I'm gonna hit it from the underside. Try to bring this out just a little. I mean, this is a big long lever, so we can really see how far it's off. But in reality, it's like 1/16 of an inch. Okay. Yeah, I can see that's about right, what I was thinking. Ooh. Yep, I can get to it. If I can reach my board. Reach. Alright, I'm going to beat on this for a little bit. Alright, I think we got it as close as we need to get it. It's off just a little bit, but I don't think time we bolt that all the blade stuff back in there that it's going to matter at all. It came out pretty good. I beat it from the bottom. I rebeat it from the top. I think it's going to be awesome. So I say we stick it back together, put the blade stuff back in it, and have a look. Here we go. All right, we got the spindle back in, and it looks good. Blades don't hit. We're going to straighten up these braces a little bit. Probably don't hurt anything, but I mean, we're here, right? I got rid of all that rope that was around the other spindle. There we go. Get that one. Wow. Okay, so we got good clearance. It's about the same clearance as the other blade. Yeah, I see we're good to go. All right, we got to put the top side of this thing back together, which should be easy, right? Should be easy. I wouldn't mind running this back to them today. If they get a nice day, they could cut the grass. Right. We are going to put some grease in this thing. Oh yeah. Where's my big air wrench at? There it is. We're not going all the ugga-dugga. Click. Torque. Now we're working. I wouldn't have went and had lunch. We'd be done. But I was hungry. Alright, let's put this back on it. I'll go find a grease gun. A grease gun. Oh, I took that bolt that had a messed up head and over to the vise and worked on it with a file so I could get a wrench back on it, put it back on, and the poor soul that might have to take this apart again can use a regular wrench socket to get it back off of there. It was just the top of it was screwed up and it wasn't going to allow a socket to go on it. All right. Yeah. That's good. Let's just ugga-dugga it with a wrench. Very good. All right. Autumn's going to bark at the neighbor's dog for a minute. Let's put this deck back in. Autumn's still barking at the neighbor's dog, so you'll have to excuse her. She can't help herself. If you just paid a bunch of money to have your mower serviced, wouldn't you be mad that they didn't grease it? I would be. But you know what? You'd never know it till it was wore out because it never had any grease. That'll do. It's probably the last time it ever gets done. We could do the front end too while we're at it. Alright. These axle pivots. I'm done. Sorry about the barking. There ain't no stopping her. I'll do the other side while Autumn barks at the neighbor's dog. Alright, let's get her slid in there. Oops, I should add that down. Yep. Yep. That's a big old flap, and it's causing me grief. Causing me grief. Let me flip that forward. Get the belt in about the right spot. Put this spring back up. There we go. That's all right. I gotta look at that belt real quick. I'm not sure if that's correct there. All right, deck's just about all in. It's actually a pretty easy deck to deal with. Not too bad. So we got to get this in. I just thought I'd show you a little trick. I got this little dollar store crowbar thing for kind of prying up on the deck to get this to align. I did this side with the crowbar on the other side. There we go. Come on. There. Put the clip back on. There we go. We had to take it out and make sure everything works correctly. I mean, it was in a little bit of a trauma, so we knew it had a bent spindle, but you know, we'll check the rest of it out. So we'll test drive it. All right, this should be fun, one-handed. All right. Excuse the quality of the video. Break off, choke on. That noise is just that front roller rattling on the deck. Autumn will follow us. Dad, don't leave me. 13 people messaged me about buying this Dixon mower this week. I told all 13 of them to call me today, and not a one of them has. Alright, how do we do this? I don't want to mow my grass very short. It's not what I'm shooting for, so we're just practicing. Deck's all the way up. done. And it's back to the owner. Back to church. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. So, thumbs up on the way out. Come on, hit a thumbs up, please. I do these videos for free. All I ask is for a thumbs up. That way more than a couple hundred people will see it. Guys, catch you on the next video.